start from the beginning. Hello and welcome to the Boom Go pinball stream. Today we are going to be doing Wizard of Oz, quite possibly one of the best pinball machines in the universe. I'm going to do a real quick check of my stream to make sure that everything's looking okay. Wizard of Oz, bit of history for you. Designed by Jersey Jack, released in 2013. Good. Playfield designed by Joe Balser, rules by Keith Johnson, among other people. All right, so we've got. We're going to start on the bottom, work our way from left to right, top to bottom, or bottom to top. So we've got our No Place Like Home targets here. No Place Like Home, 5 targets. If you hit those 5 targets, you start a ball save mode where you have to hit all the rainbow targets, 2 of the shots, and then hit it up the ramp. It's timed. Each time you hit a shot, you do get some extra time on your shot clock. So there's there's definitely the potential to get the ball back. I particularly can have a difficult time with that mode. It's fairly time consuming, and it's fun. I mean, definitely if you're having a really good game, I might be inclined to push to do it, but otherwise I don't. Your right or your left in lane starts a hurry up, either to hit the rainbow targets, the throne room, or hit the rollover target at the top. Then we've got our typical Italian bottom flippers. And then over here we've got similar thing, but in this case, I believe you can hit the winky target for the hurry up. You can hit the crystal ball for the hurry up, or you can hit the rollover lanes for the hurry up. We have another outlane game here, Toto. In this instance, it's only 4 targets, and you can change which ones are lit. Let's say in the first ball you hit one of them, but don't hit all 4 of them. You have an opportunity, just like your lanes, to hit your flipper button, and it will change which one's lit up, so you have a better opportunity. The first time around, you're in Kansas. Everything is black and white. And you have to hit 1 shot. Typically, it's the ramp shot, but sometimes it's not. The second time around, if you successfully do it or unsuccessfully do it, you are in Oz and you have to hit 2 shots. Then working our way up, we've got our crystal ball, the BALL. Crystal balls are multiplier modes. It will multiply the entire play field. However, it will give you some sort of detriment. It will either give you it'll give you weak flippers, it'll give you no hold flippers, it'll do all the lights on and all the lights off. Now, each of those has pluses and minuses depending upon what kind of player you are. All lights on and all lights off can in some instances be not a big deal, and in some instances it can actually be pretty detrimental. Basically, with all lights on and all lights off, you don't know what shots are lit. So if you're in a particular mode where you have to hit a particular shot that is random, you just don't know. You don't know what's going on there. Moving over, we will also hit. We've got our ball targets, and then there is a spinner here. Once you hit BALL, hit it into that, hit it against that spinner into this vertical up kicker. You'll start your crystal ball mode there. All right. Then, kind of moving over here, we've got our Tin Man rollover. There's 6 letters in Tin Man. Each time you roll over that, the Tin Man rollover, you'll get 1 letter in Tin Man. Same thing over here. You've got 4 letters in Lion. Each time you roll over the Lion rollover, you'll get 1 letter in Lion. Now, once you complete Tin Man or Lion, you will light a lock at the ramp for Emerald City Multi-Ball, which we'll get to. Here we've got, which kind of points towards the right loop, we have a advanced yellow brick road. There are 4 shots, let's see here, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 3 shots that advance the yellow brick road. There's the left loop, the center ramp, and the right loop. And if it's lit with yellow and you hit that shot, you will advance bricks along the yellow brick road. You initially, I believe, once you get to 10 yellow brick road bricks, you get you light extra ball at the throne room, which is the next shot here. So throne room, you each time you hit it, you'll get a letter in wizard. Each time you spell wizard, you'll get some sort of random award. This is also where if extra ball or special can be lit, and you can collect it there. Working up a little bit further, we've got our mid flipper here. The mid flipper also can be flipped up.
Like pinball. There's no game like pinball.
One thing you'll notice throughout the playfield is there's little horse inserts all around. And each of those horse inserts can change colors depending upon how many times you hit the pop bumpers that are up in the rollers over top. So each time you hit one of those, the first time around, you'll collect 4 horses. Once you collect 4 horses, you can flip this flipper up, and just like on Spider-Man or on Star Trek, the new Star Trek, the Stern Trek, there is a gateway to go back into the shooter lane. If you have 4 horses, you will collect horse of a different color. Now, horse of a different color is a, and we'll talk about this in a minute, it's a bonus, a Munchkin bonus multiplier. And if you have 4 horses of completely different colors, that is good. Probably your best hand, your best 4 horse hand is going to be the rainbow horse, 4 rainbow horses, but that is dangerous because if you have even one rainbow horse, it will cut your multiplier in half. So whatever your multiplier is going to be, it will cut it in half. Now the advantage of that, if you get all 4, it's like a 5 times multiplier. You also get some points, but that's like a side game. Okay, working our way up, we also have our a skill shot here, our first skill shot. There is a target between the pop bumpers in the haunted forest. In addition to that, we see haunted. So there are 7 letters in haunted. Each time you hit a pop bumper, it will award you 1 letter in haunted. Once you have hit 7 pop bumpers, it will light a haunted forest mode in this vertical up kicker. Now, if you want to get the crystal ball mode, it has to go past the spinner to get it. If you want to get a haunted forest mode, it has to come down this little lane here. One way to help you do that is if it is in the pop bumpers and haunted forest is lit, and I think maybe even if it's not lit, if you hold in both flippers, it will kill the pop bumpers. So there's an opportunity for it just to fall. If you kill the pop bumpers at the right moment, your ball may fall in there a little easier. Working our way up is those rainbow targets we talked about. Now the rainbow targets are, in addition to being used in the No Place Like Home ball save mode, it is also used in the Munchkin modes. So once you spell rainbow, the center ramp will be lit for will qualify a Munchkin mode. Or it actually will qualify the mini playfield for Munchkin mode. So you hit it up, it will divert it onto the mini playfield, and you have to make a certain amount of loops around the mini playfield to start a Munchkin mode. Munchkin modes are awarded during your end of ball bonus. So it's important if you have a really good Munchkin mode, and especially if you have a decent horse of a different color score multiplier, that you don't tilt because it can definitely give you quite a bit of points. Working up a little bit further over here on the left is our witch target. The witch target is can be a skill shot at the beginning. If you soft plunge to the upper flipper, hit the witch, it will start a witch hurry up mode. So basically, initially when you do that skill shot, I think you're awarded 7,000 points. That will start the mode, and then you have to hit her 2 more times, and each time as you're hitting, or as the hurry up goes, there are points counted down, I think, from 2,000. So the faster you can hit her twice, the more points you can score on that. And then those points come into play later when you're in Battle of the Wicked Witch mode. If you do not hit her during a skill shot, you have to hit her twice just to start the hurry up, and then you have to hit her 2 more times to finish the hurry up. Working up a little bit more, we've got our castle. First, we have our winky target that is just to the right of the witch. So there's a little drop target there that will guard the vertical up kicker that takes you to the castle mini playfield, which is up there. With that, that can, like I said before, that can potentially score a hurry up, and some other things. Okay, so first going back, we also have Scarecrow. Scarecrow is probably the hardest, or it's the most letters to spell. However, it's probably the easiest shot to hit because you're going up that center ramp quite a bit, and you can hit the Scarecrow rollover. So once you've rolled over Tin Man 6 times, Lion 4 times, and I think Scarecrow 7 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 times. You'll have your 3 locks lit. You shoot it each time you complete a character. The ramp will be lit for a lock. You shoot it up there, lock 3 balls. You'll get your Emerald City multi-ball started. Then another thing, there are two targets right here. I think you'll be able to see it in a second. There you go. There's a little V here. Those 2 targets there are the winged monkey targets. You have to hit, you basically kind of luck into it. You get it into the pops and eventually it hits them. Once you hit those 2, it will light the first lock for the rescue multi-ball. You have to hit it around the right orbit or left orbit, just above the lanes, just above the house. There is a magnet that will catch the ball, and that will allow you to lock your first ball for rescue multi-ball. A little monkey will come down, pick up the ball, lock it in the castle. Then you have to knock down the winky target, get to the upper playfield, and then there are rescue targets. There's 6 targets on the upper playfield you have to hit. Now, you can either hit the targets to spell rescue, or you can shoot it around the search loop, which is the little loop that is to the right of the larger arrow. So we're getting intense here, folks. Let's see here. Okay. So you can do that. Now, the other thing you can do, if you hit the door, which is the large arrow, if you hit the door 3 times and get it in, you'll get spotted 2 letters. If you hit around the search loop, you're only spotted 1 letter. And then once you have completed rescue, you have to hit the door 3 times, open the door, get the ball in. You have to previously have hit the 2 wing monkey targets and gotten the ball caught on the magnet up top. Once you do that, and then, as I said, you complete rescue, hit it into the door, you'll start rescue multi-ball. So the basics then for the first mini wizard mode. For the first mini wizard mode, you have to complete 3 witch hurry ups, which means hitting her on a skill shot or hitting her twice to start the hurry up, and then hitting her 2 more times to finish it. So basically you have to, do 3 witch hurry ups, which is 6 hits to the witch after you've started the hurry up. You have to start rescue multi-ball, which means you have to hit the 2 winged monkey targets, lock the ball at the magnet, get the ball up to the mini playfield, spell rescue, and get it into the hit the door 3 times and get it into the door. Spell Tin Man, Scarecrow, and Lion. Lock all 3 balls, start that. And then you also have to start a Munchkin mode, which means you have to hit the rainbow targets, and then you have to spin around the mini playfield the amount of times that it asks you to. Once you've done those 4 things, started Rescue Multi-Ball, started Emerald City Multi-Ball, started Fireball Frenzy, which is those 3 witch hurry-ups, and started a Munchkin mode. And again, you don't have to complete Rescue, you don't even have to complete or do well in the Munchkin mode. You just have to start it. You don't have to complete Emerald City Multi-Ball. You don't have to do well at Fireball Frenzy. You just have to start them. Once you've done those, once you've done those 3 things, or those 4 things, you start Battle the Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch will turn red. You'll hit her. It's a 2-ball multi-ball where the major shots, the crystal ball, the left orbit, the right orbit, I think the throne room, and maybe the ramp are lit. And each one is lit white. Each time you hit it, it'll turn red. If you can hit, I think you have to hit 4 of those shots. You can hit 4 red shots over and over and over again. The disadvantage of that is that your bonus at the end of that game, if you're able to complete the Battle of the Wicked Witch, is not as high. But you know, it's an honor just to be there, right? So that is how you reach the mini wizard mode, Battle of the Wicked Witch. There's a couple different scoring strategies that I've seen. Now, in Battle of the Wicked Witch, you can completely ignore, to get to the mini wizard mode, you can completely ignore crystal ball modes. You can completely ignore haunted forest modes. Again, you don't have to really complete anything. For the most part, you can completely ignore a lot of things. You can ignore a horse of a different color, all that. But I found that if you want to have a good score on this, of course, you can't necessarily ignore any scoring opportunities. Some of the biggest scoring opportunities are playing through the modes and, more importantly, stacking them. So, one thing I like to do is I like to get both multi-balls primed. So I'll have 2 locks for Emerald City multi-ball. I'll have my first ball locked for Rescue multi-ball, and then I'll potentially even have most of the letters. Maybe I'll have 5 out of the 6 letters lit. I'll get a Munchkin mode started. Then I will get a Crystal Ball mode started, so that will double my playfield. Anything on the playfield will be doubled. Then, if you're lucky, you can get a Haunted Forest mode started. Then you get your multi-ball started. Then your first multi-ball, whatever that is. Typically, I think that Emerald City is probably the easiest to get started if you've got 2 balls locked and you have the third lock lit. So you get that started. Then you stack. Then you get another ball up to the castle playfield, and you can finish those letters, get the ball in. Now, definitely easier said than done. Absolutely. However, if you can have a multi-ball running with a Munchkin mode, with a Crystal Ball mode, or for that matter, if you can have a multi-ball going with a Crystal Ball mode, that's huge. Another kind of fun thing is that anytime you have more than one ball, anytime you have balls on different playfields, so let's say you have one on the main playfield and one on the castle playfield, you automatically get a playfield multiplier. So your playfield's multiplied by 2 because you've got one ball on the regular playfield, one on the upper playfield. So if you've already got a Crystal Ball playfield multiplier going, that's a 3 times multiplier. You can get a 4 times multiplier if you're crazy and you've got a ball on each of the mini playfields plus their main playfield plus a Crystal Ball mode going. But that's a little trickier to do. What's nice about the upper playfield, if you want to play this way, you can get a ball to the upper playfield, the castle playfield, trapped, which locks in that bonus. So even if you're in a regular multi-ball and you don't have a Crystal Ball going, if you get a ball up on the upper playfield and then just cradle the ball up there and work with your left flipper, there is a potential to have a fairly safe playfield multiplier going. But again, if you can get lights on, lights off, especially in Emerald City multi-ball, the lights on, lights off is not particularly detrimental because it's mainly the mode is very akin to the Fellowship of the Ring multi-ball on Lord of the Rings, which I have back here, where you're collecting the characters. So basically, you're rolling over each character. Then you're going up the ramp to kind of to qualify that character. Then you're getting it into the scoop to collect a gift. In this instance, you're collecting a heart, or you're collecting brains, or you're collecting courage. The rescue multi-ball is a little trickier to do when you're with lights on and lights off. But again, even if you can get 2 multi-balls started at once, and then potentially a Haunted Forest mode, you're good to go. Now, one thing I didn't mention with the Haunted Forest modes, there's kind of each one has a thing. There is shots where each shot will will score points there. There are bumpers. There are targets, and then there's one other one which escapes me right now. So here's something that I want to show you to kind of illustrate. So here are some graphics for that for how to get to Wicked Witch mode. So again, you're starting Emerald City Multi-Ball, you're starting Rescue Multi-Ball, you're starting a Fireball Frenzy, and you're starting a Munchkin mode. And then you can get to battle the Wicked Witch. If you want to, you can also, moving forward, Summer of the Rainbow is the main wizard mode. So in order to do that, you have to liquidate the witch, so you have to finish that multi-ball, Battle of Wicked Witch, which I can kind of go over how to do that. You have to master Fireball Frenzy, which means you have to collect 10 of the jackpots, which I can go over that mode. You have to start Munchkin Multi-Ball, which means you have to start all 4 of the Munchkin modes. You have to get 50 of those yellow brick roads, so 50 of those yellow shots I was talking about. You have to finish Emerald City Multi-Ball, so you have to collect all of the 3 gifts. Start Flipper Frenzy, which means you have to start all the crystal ball modes, lights on, lights off, weak flippers, and no hold flippers. You have to complete Rescue Multi-Ball, which basically you're getting all the jackpots, and you have to score a mega jackpot, which we'll go over. Start Haunted Forest Multi-Ball, so you're going through all the different, I think there's 4 Haunted Forest modes, and you start Haunted Forest Multi-Ball. So, in order to battle the Wicked Witch, hopefully that will recover. There we go. When you're battling Wicked Witch, like I said, you have 4 shots that you have to complete. And then the main, I'm going to restart my playfield camera because it seems to be acting up. There we go. So once you complete those 4 shots, the vertical up kicker, the drop target, you'll knock the drop target down. You'll get a ball into the vertical up kicker for the upper playfield, and then that will lock it in. Then you need to hit it up the ramp. It will come down to your flipper, and then you have to hit it into the witch all in one go. It has to go up, drop down, hit the witch. You only get X amount of seconds to do it. I don't even think you get enough time to do it twice. So that's kind of important to do this. So there's that. Then let's see here, Master Fireball Frenzy. Okay, so during Fireball Frenzy, like I was talking about before, and hopefully we'll see it when I play the game through. There will be one. I think there will be one blue shot. That shot scores a jackpot. Any of the other shots will be red. If you hit 3 of those, the mode's over. So basically on screen, you've got the Wicked Witch, she's got a fireball. Each time you hit a red shot, a fireball shot, she'll throw fireball at the Scarecrow. After 3 fireballs, the Scarecrow catches on fire, and he's dead. You don't want to do that. But every blue shot, so if you can hit 10 blue shots, and again, these can be combined. So you can start it, maybe get 3 or 4 of them, and then oops, you shot 3 fireball shots, and then if you can start it again. So it's cumulative, but of course, then you have to, if you can't do it the first time around, get all 10 jackpot shots, then, it's some work. You have to start 3 hurry-ups, hit the witch twice, which it's a fairly dangerous shot. Let's see. Oh, right at I'm a bit muffled. Well, the mic is right at my mouth. Is it sounding a little bit better? Hopefully. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was muffled at all. Let me know. Yeah, let me know if it's sounding a little bit better. It would have been good to know this 25 minutes ago. Well, thank you for the tip either way. I appreciate it. Okay, so we've got Fireball. We've talked about the Haunted Forest. We've talked about the Emerald City Rescue Multi-Ball. We talked about the Munchkin modes. I feel like there was one other thing. I'm going to go back over to that graphic. The Yellow Brick Road. We talked about Flipper Frenzy, Rescue Multi-Ball. Yeah, I think we've pretty much got it. Cool. So here we are. I think those are the basics. So again, as far as a scoring strategy goes, you know, I think it's important to get. I have found that it's important to get those playfield multipliers going and then start other modes. Starting Haunted Forest mode with a playfield multiplier, and then also a multi-ball that can, you know, get you some pretty serious points. So, all right. So while we're doing this, before I continue, let me know if there are any questions. I really appreciate everybody joining, and hopefully this can be now that we've finally kind of got it going. I unfortunately still cannot figure out. I'm gonna have to get a different camera. I can't figure out why in the world the my second camera just like really bogs down the system. It's no good. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and as far as what we talked about, and I'm just gonna kind of play through, you know, a scoring, you know, a typical game. Probably a typical game for me, as we all know, is a terrible game. So, what are you going to do? All right, let's try it. So, again, I'm going to hard plunge around because I want to get it into the pops to light, to hit those wing monkey targets, so that way I can light my first lock for Rescue Multi-Ball. So, okay, so I think I got one. Now the good news is I hit enough pop bumpers that I did light I lit a Haunted Forest mode. So there's that. I do want to get it back up. I want to get it back up into the pops because I want to get that lock lit. I think that's really important. Now one thing I've found is that this upper flipper, you should really resist the urge to use it because it creates a lot of side-to-side motion that is not beneficial. So if I can hit it into the right orbit. No! I'm going to move this slightly. Just fix that real fast. All right. Okay, so we've lit it, which is good. I hope, you know, the best game that I've had on this machine, I started out with a really bad first ball. So again, we heard that music, we heard that dun 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 dun. What's nice about that is that with lights on and with lights off, when you hear that, the music stays the same. So when you hear that music, you know that you have lit a lock for Emerald City Multi-Ball. That's, you know, kind of something advantageous, I suppose. My grand champion on here is, I think, like 2 point. Let's look. It's 2.5. I had stacked. Man, I had, like, you know, as I was saying before in the tutorial, I had a Haunted Forest stacked with a Crystal Ball, stacked with a Munchkin mode, and I had a really good horses of a different color combination. Now the problem is, again, to add like complexity to all this, each of the horses, it's not just if you get like one red, one yellow, one green, one purple, right? Those are all different colors. But each of the colors actually has a value. Unfortunately, the only values that I know that's a really good combination is 4 rainbow horses. I know that's the best you can get. Other than that, I'm not really sure what the best combination is. But whatever it was, that was the one, kind of the one unknown. I had some sort of really good horse of a different color stack. And then I had a really good, what do you call it? Munchkin mode. Yeah, so I had reset, it's funny, I had reset the scores, and then, like, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, yeah, and exactly, some combinations lose you multipliers. Exactly, and that's what I was talking about earlier today, is that, with, if you have one rainbow horse, it will bring you down. But if you have 4 rainbow horses, that's the best. Yeah, so there is a bit of a gap between my high score 1 and my GC. I mean, it was a killer game to begin with, absolutely. I mean, I would say before I reset my scores, my average was around 1 million, give or take. But yeah, after I reset it, then I got sick and I got really busy. So, all right, so I'm gonna soft plunge and hopefully start a witch hurry up. If I can. Nope. That's okay. Okay, so I went back. Now the monkey is picking up the ball, dropping it in. So I have my first ball lit, or my first ball locked for both Emerald City and for Rescue Multi-Ball. Okay, so we started our first witch hurry up, and as there's a magnet under there, and as luck would have it, the magnet actually slammed it back into the witch, so it gave me my first hit. So I was able to finish my first witch hurry up fairly easily because I started it on the skill shot, and then the magnet gave me the first hit, and then I just backhanded the second hit, so it's not too bad. It's a big risk reward, absolutely, because let's see, and I guess I didn't hit it hard enough for that. Okay, so looking around, I have a Munchkin mode lit, so I want to try to start that. Oh, and somehow, while I did that, I only had 1 letter left on Scarecrow, so I hit the Scarecrow letter, lit a lock, automatically went up there. So I'm actually going to try to do something kind of stupid. Get it up and try to start my Munchkin mode while my ball save is on. Probably not going to happen. That's okay. Alright. Ball saves off. Okay, so here we are in this multi-ball. If you see up in the upper right-hand corner, which unfortunately, in the upper right-hand corner, it helps me track where I'm at. So right now, I've got Scarecrow and I have Tin Man lit. And so now I need to hit it up the ramp to qualify the Tin Man. And then I believe I need to hit it into the throne room. Or no. Nope, I need to qualify everybody first. No, okay. All right. So what do we got? If I can, I've got a crystal ball lit, and I have a haunted forest mode lit. So let's see if we can get it into the crystal ball. I find it's a little easier for me to backhand it into the crystal ball. It's also a little safer to recover from that. All right, let's cash in this lock. And what I'm going to do now, since I have a Haunted Forest mode lit, I'm going to hard plunge all the way around, kill the flipper, or kill the pops. Okay, I killed the pops, but it didn't quite bounce in. So again, you kill the pops by hitting both flippers. And you really, I'm really bad at this, you really have to resist the urge to use that upper flipper when you're not going for the witch. Okay, so I find that if I can just kind of tap the ball and then backhand it, I can make it into the crystal ball. Try that again. Nope. Or lose the ball completely. If any of you out there are decent WAS players and I'm promoting some sort of fallacy, let me know. That's just how I understand the game. So again, so sometimes I find that just killing him right away is a pretty good strategy. And sometimes you have to it's dropping frames. Huh. Well, I don't know. Because I'm... Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah. Here. Yeah, I see what you mean. So, hopefully that fixes it. All right, let's. I really would like to start a crystal ball mode, or.
Won't you take me with you?
So I more recently had to do a little bit of repair on that left flipper. So I'm wondering if that's kind of influencing the angle that. I'm not going to get that. Hurry up. All right, so let's go a little earlier. There it is. All right. So weak flippers is not terrible because if you can hit your shots square on, you can usually do every shot you want to. I find that Rescue Multi-Ball is a pretty good multi-ball to get started during Wii flippers, because you don't particularly need very strong flippers to get it started. It would be nice if I didn't just lose a ball, but that's okay. So potentially, see if I can stack Rescue on top of that. So we also have a haunted forest mode going. And we have a ball stuck on the drop target. Let's wait for ball search. There it is. And right down the middle. Oh well. So now you get to see the totem mode. So all I have to do is hit within 10 seconds or so. Hit that center ring, and we're good to go.
Toto, you're back.
All right. So we need to start. I've got a couple things going on right now. So I'm on my third ball, and I really need another ball. So I only need, if I get one more Yellow Brick Road, there we go. Let's see. So 10 Yellow Brick Roads, lights, extra ball. So I'm trying to get it into the throne room, which I find is dangerous, but a lot easier to do from the left flipper. That's just me, though. Ah, no, okay. Not a great game at all, but. We'll play one more. Try to talk through some of it. Again, hard plunging to get all the way around. Okay, we've lit our...
Many riches. I'm just biding my time.
So we've lit our magnet in the back. So I want to shoot it all the way around the loop, if I can. Go. Lock that up. Okay. So, a little dangerous for sure, but we'll try to start a witch hurry up. Without anything else going on. Get that first lock for Emerald City Multi-Ball. Well, I mean, I go for So initially, for my initial ball, I want to light my rescue multi-ball lock. But then the other ones, I do go for the witch.
Do you think the wizard would get
It honestly really depends just how well I'm concentrating, because I can usually get the witch pretty well. I'm not doing too well, but I do go for the skill shots, just not off my first ball. My first priority is to get the lock lit for rescue multi-ball. That's just me, you know.
I also have the power to grant rewards.
And of course, I'm doing terribly at
The
it.
journey is the reward.
Shoot that spear with speed.
Ah! All right. Gotta play better for sure.
I'm as good as collected.
Would you like to ride in my bubble?
Nope. Nope.
Not so fast! Not so fast! Shouldn't I have more than this basket to protect me?
Okay. So that's a bit of a cheat there. So I have a fairly generous ball save. Because I have a lot of different skill levels.
Time is a factor.
Not too proud of this game, so I'm gonna finish it out. And
Make haste, child. Step forward. Shoot the rat.
okay, so we've got a lights on stacked with Emerald City multi-ball, and hopefully we can stack that with a Munchkin mode.
And you. Shoot the rat.
Don't test me, child!
You dare fight me for a heart?
I fired up! Don't start with your child! This basket protect me?
Shoot the rat.
You missed me!
You cowardly lion.
Nope.
You dare press me for courage? Or maybe that's it. Or maybe that's it.
Not playing great.
Shoot the castle.
There we go.
Down the hatches. Did you see that thing spin?
Okay, so this is, I think, Welcome to Munchkin Land, yeah. So all shots score big points, rainbow targets increase value. So each time we hit the rainbow target, each shot goes up in value.
No.
If I can hit the shots, there we go. And it's a time mode. Right now I've got,
Heebie-jeebies. Time is a factor.
oh,
anything?
And my timing is definitely off with the skill shot. Alright, so we do have Rescue Multi-Ball lit. So we should try to kind of finish that. So again, every time I hit around the search loop, it's going to award me 1 letter. Every time I can knock the door down and make it in, it'll give me 2 letters. Search loop is definitely the way to go to get some letters if you're having trouble. Now, if you're in Rescue Multi-Ball and you're going for the Mega Jackpot where you have to spell rescue, that you have to actually spell. You can't hit the search loop because the search loop is part of the qualifying for the Mega Jackpot. You have to spell rescue, then hit search loop, and then hit it into the door will open by itself, and then hit it into the door. So it's kind of a combo thing there. See if we can get an actual witch skill shot here. Get my timing back together. It's been a little bit. Nope, a little too late.
All hollow.
Alright, what do we got? We do have a Haunted Forest mode lit. Let's see if we can shoot it around. Nope. Should have killed it a little later. Okay. Nope. Not gonna happen. Alright. What questions does everybody have? We'll play for, let's play one more game. Even though I suck, hopefully, yeah, I'm just going to focus on the game this time. Try not to talk through it and kind of let it stand on its own.
I'm just scared of anything. Yeah, what's that noise? This way? I can't think.
If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I'll just answer them between.
You go ahead. I need to oil up.
I'll be watching you guys. Shouldn't I have more in this basket to protect me?
No. Okay, now you get to see Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I have to hit all the rainbow targets to get the other shots lit. Each time I hit a target, it'll add a little bit of time. Oh, nope. I will.
You think the wizard would give me a heart?
Yes, you're a pretty good shot.
Time is a factor.
Man alive.
You're not afraid of a little ball, are you?
Shoot the castle.
This is why I don't play in competitive pinball. I am terrible under pressure.
Shooting for the haunted forest. You're brave.
So I used to have a Swords of Fury, and I'm still kind of learning. I don't know why it's taking me this long, but I'm still learning the angles of the mini playfield on here. Now, one thing. You can do this before or after you lock your first ball, but what you can do, if you've spelled rescue, you've gotten the doors open, whatever, or if you spell rescue, you can add, initially, Rescue Multi-Ball is only 2-ball multi-ball. You can add an extra ball to Rescue Multi-Ball by hitting it up the search loop after you spelled rescue. The disadvantage to that, I mean, it adds a ball, which is nice. The disadvantage to that is that you then have to spell rescue again if you want to start it. Now, in this instance, I have not lit my wing monkey targets, so I was okay taking
Beautiful shot. There ain't no target. Get things nailed down.
taking it. With a good hit,
You're doing almost.
with a good hit on the mini playfield, you can usually get two go-rounds. I'm a terrible adaptive player, so it's been, I mean, like I said, it's been definitely a couple. Okay, so I've got all this shit. Now I have to hit the crystal ball shot, which I gotta get warmed up for sure. I am not doing well.
Unstoppable. The rainbow's getting more colorful.
And despite my promise to focus on the game, I'm talking.
I don't like this to go over the light.
Oh, lovely. Bring me that pearl, little dog.
We're coming from everywhere. Time is a factor. This horse has his own parade. What a sad. Shoot the castle. Do you think the wizard would give me some brains? Looks like there's a twister coming. Better shoot the ram.
Would you like to try it, my bubbles?
We're gonna see if we can stack this with
The orbit.
crystal ball mode. There we go. Lights on, which is actually not too bad.
I'll get you for this.
Nope, nope. All right.
Can't you read the sign? Deposit more money.
Y'all get one more game because that one sucked so bad.
Come on in.
I will admit, it is a little... I will admit, it's a little tricky to play with all this stuff around me, but for you guys, anything.
Put 'em on. No how. All how.
Okay. So I want to try to light that, of course.
Propel that projectile like pinball shooting. The orbit.
I'm just biding my time.
Shoot the castle.
No way, Jose.
That's the plan.
It helps me it helps me keep track of how many games I play. You know, so if I put like 5 credits on, if I put 5 credits on and I, you know, breeze through it, then I know like, hey, I should, you know, and also I find that it keeps me from just like hitting the restart button. So yeah, I like setting it to credits. It's you know, it feels more like the arcade. It keeps me from hitting reset, and it
That's a lucky shot.
Great fit.
Who did that?
kind of commits me to the game. Come on. We have 1 target left. It is.
That was wonderful.
No. Nope. Nope. So close, yet so far away.
I should have never left home.
Nope. And then I should say, once the for anybody's watching this, once the timer runs out, the flippers go dead. So, all right, let's get a witch. Hurry up. Little late. Little late. Disappointing myself. And then, you know, even when I do hit it, sometimes it doesn't want to.
That's a beautiful reward.
Doesn't want to take. Really want that munchkin mode.
Get things nailed down.
Good lord.
No place.
Playing terribly.
Scared, huh? You think the wizard would give you some trouble?
Not so fast. Not so fast. Shouldn't I have more than this basket to protect me?
Repel that projectile, pinball useless.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it takes a lot of just focusing, getting in the groove. I don't know why, but that skill shot isn't registering.
Let's try
Oh well.
trouble.
See if we can cash in this multi-ball. try to stack rescue on top of this.
Put 'em on. Shoot the castle.
There we go.
We've got to hurry.
Yeah, I don't have enough beer in me. Ran out. It's Thanksgiving weekend here, so we
For the butterflies in my stomach.
kind of emptied out the fridge yesterday. I am doing terribly today, my God. Okay.
There ain't no talking. He's got a good arm for a tree. I'm full of blood.
Whew.
You're all hot. Looks like this. Better shoot the rat.
Just in the nick of time.
Let's take the road. No work. It's blood. Worse than blood.
Is it this?
Go away!
There ain't no talking.
If you want to play with me, you'll get all you bargained for.
Yes, well,
I'll be back, my pretty.
let's get the others. It's safe with you.
Ah, I forgot. I was on no hold flippers.
Let's rock targets. Shoot the castle.
So I don't have enough fireball, but how about a fireball frenzy? For that draining.
Here, Scarecrow. Want to play ball?
Alright, so here's what we were talking about with the fireball frenzy. So this is lit blue, so I need to get it.
Fireball? Well, here's more.
Now, alright, friends, it is 10 o'clock. My hope is to be back on Sunday and play some more. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. Who knows? Tomorrow morning, something like that. Have a good one. Hopefully this was informative for you. And thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Take care.